All right. Welcome back, everyone. We are diving deep today. And let me tell you, this one has been highly requested.
Oh, yeah.
We are breaking down Lazio versus Atalanta,
Hmm.
December 28th.
Big one.
So many of you reached out wanting to know,
Yeah.
like, okay, on the surface,
Right.
1-1 draw
Yep.
doesn't seem that exciting.
Not a crazy scoreline.
Good. But this was a huge result.
Huge.
Ended Atalanta's incredible 11-game win streak.
That's right.
11 games. Think about that.
They hadn't dropped points since, what was it?
Since November 5th.
November 5th.
Wild.
Crazy.
And you know the mates for the table?
SerieA was on fire?
Atalanta fighting to stay in first.
Top spot, yeah.
Lazio wants that top four.
Champions League dreams.
So, high stakes.
Absolutely.
But before we get into all the tactical stuff, which we will, just a quick reminder. Final score, 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
Okay, you've got some great diagrams and analysis in your notes, right?
Oh, yeah, I dug deep for this one.
Awesome. So, how about we try and visualize this draw, like what was actually happening on the field?
Okay, so tactically, super interesting how these two teams came at each other.
Right.
Lazio, they came out in a 4-3-3, right?
Yeah, I saw that in the
Diagram. And the way they used it, it was like they were trying to stretch Atalanta as wide as possible.
Makes sense.
Like really preventing them from controlling that midfield.
Which Atalanta's usually so good at, yeah.
Oh, with that 3-4-2-1 of theirs.
Dominant.
So Lazio's thinking, let's not let that happen.
And I read that they started off so aggressive, this high pressing, right?
Oh, absolutely. It was like Lazio was everywhere, immediately, all over Atalanta.
Just not giving them a second to breathe.
Exactly. High pressing is all about disrupting the other team before they can even get going.
So, like, as soon as Atalanta got the ball,
boom, Lazio's players were on them, forcing those quick decisions.
which a lot of times leads to mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It almost worked like a charm in that first half.
Yeah, my notes mention a triple chance for Lazio. Something with Castellanos and Guendouzi.
Oh, man. The 10th minute, it was wild. Castellanos almost scored twice, back-to-back. Then Guendouzi nearly puts one in.
That must have been crazy for Atalanta's fans.
Oh, they were on the edge of their seats. Atalanta looked completely thrown off, and for a minute, it felt like Lazio might just blow them out of the water.
But Atalanta is known for being so adaptable.
Oh, yeah.
So what shifted in that second half?
All right, so Gasperini, he's Atalanta's coach.
Right.
And he's known for being a bit of a tactical genius, right?
Yeah.
So he sees his team struggling. They can't handle this pressure. So what does he do? He says, all right, we're going to press higher too.
Oh, so basically he's like, you want to press, two can play at this game.
Exactly. Mirrors Lazio's tactics.
Wow, so now it's like a pressing duel.
You got it. And that's when Gasperini gets really clever with his substitutions.
Okay, yeah, I remember seeing those.
He brings on Quadrado. He brings on Brescianini. These guys are known for energy.
Fresh legs.
Totally. They come in and just reinvigorate that Atalanta press.
And boom, Brescianini ties it up late in the game.
Talk about an impact sub.
Speaking of making an impact, let's talk about Fazio Dell'Abashiru.
Oh, Lazio's standout player, for sure.
That goal he scored, it was just...
Textbook Dell'Abashiru.
It really was. Like, you could see his style in that one play. Gets the ball, just explodes forward, then finishes with this crazy calmness.
I mean, the pace, the control, the finish, everything about that goal was pure class.
Now, for Atalanta, I was really into watching Ademola Lookman.
Oh, he's a game changer.
He was just this constant threat to Lazio's defense.
So fast, so creative.
And obviously, he's the one who sets up that tying goal.
Lookman is so essential to how Atalanta attacks. You know, he loves to cut inside from that wing, just beats defenders like it's nothing, and then opens up all this space.
And he's got vision, too, that pass to Bresciani.
Perfect setup.
It's funny, though, right?
What's that?
Lazio starts off so strong, all those early chances, and still they can't hold on. Do you think they kind of missed a chance to really put the game away?
Oh, for sure. Like Baroni, the Lazio coach, he had this plan to disrupt Atalanta, and it worked. For a while there, they were in control. But yeah, that second goal.
Especially that missed chance by Dia in the second half. That one felt big.
Oh, yeah, that one stung. You gotta wonder, what if he had put that away?
So what do you think? This draw, what does it tell us about these two teams moving forward?
Okay.
Lazio. Clearly talented.
Oh, yeah.
They can play it at the best.
Definitely.
But maybe got to be more ruthless.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Lazio's got the talent, but those close calls, those almost goals, they got to turn into actual goals.
Especially if they want that Champions League spot.
That's what separates the good teams from the great ones, you know, turning those chances into points.
Now, Atalanta,
Interesting one.
they didn't get the win streak, but they didn't fold either.
That's the mark of a true contender, though, isn't it? They don't panic. They stay calm, stay focused, and even when they're not playing their best, they find a way to stay in it.
Scrappy.
Exactly. But you know what they got to figure out? How to deal with teams that press like that right from the start.
Like Lazio did.
If they can adapt quicker, man, they are gonna be a force.
This was such a cool match to break down.
I know, right?
It wasn't just about the goal.
It was like a chess match.
Totally. All about the tactics, the players, the coaching decisions, the whole thing.
So much drama.
And now I got to ask, think about all this, right?
Okay.
If you're Baroni, Lazio's coach,
Tough one.
Atalanta's pressing high, do you risk it all? Push for that second goal.
Ooh, risky.
Or maybe you Gasparini, maybe you bring in those fresh legs even earlier, change the game up.
Interesting.
A lot to think about, right?
Yeah.
That's what we like. Keep those Serie A debates going, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Always a pleasure.